it. Let's be honest. The most harmful addiction in the world is thinking that you can change things that are simply not yours to change.
Why do people end up giving up on their goals? And I have a little statistic that kind of shocked. I won't say shocked me. But it's shocking when you always read numbers like this. A study shows that a whopping 92% of people give up on their goals, right? It says that for New Year's resolutions, for example, it suggests that only 9% of Americans that make resolutions complete them. In fact, research goes on to show that 23% of people will quit their resolution by the end of the first week, the first 7 days, and 43% will quit by the end of January. So in reality, even if you're in a race, the majority of people are out of the race just by you being there the first month, right? If 100 of us was like, we're all going to get fit and get healthy, 43's out the way 30 days in, right?
Yeah.
And it's just insane, man. Like that's a real thing, you know? Like, what would this world be if that 9% was flipped to the 92% and the 92% was really just the 9%? If only 9% of people gave up on their goals. You know how many great minds, everybody thinks like, oh, we wouldn't have jobs, or we wouldn't have this, or we wouldn't have that. No, in reality, we would just have more. We would have a world that's just dominating things, right? A world of, or at least a country, You gotta go whole world, just a country of pure dominators, And at the end of the day, I guess that's just what it wasn't meant to be in this phase of life, Right now, this phase of life, let's focus in on that 8 to 9% of people, because those are the individuals I want to not just hop on here and watch this. Because if you're just going to be a quitter, you're probably not watching this,
Thanks.
Or if you're just going to be a quitter and you watch this and you continue to quit, I feel sorry for you. At some point, you got to wake up and smell the roses, baby. We trying to live life. We trying to eat good, I want my son to have some things in life that I didn't have, and I had a pretty good life. I want my mother to have some things in life that I gave, not what she did or what my dad did for her, but what I'm a giver, just as her son growing and molding himself into the man that she probably always knew I could be from birth. Yeah. That's just real,
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's a great point that you made. I don't disagree with anything that you said. And firstly, it's alarming how many people give up on their goals, especially when you mention the fact that 92% of people give up on their goals. Mm-hmm. I'm not mistaken, you said 92% of people give up on their goals. I have a few reasons why people give up on their goals. First, let's start with choices. The day you graduate from childhood to adulthood is the day you take full responsibility for your life. That was actually in a compound effect. I just went back to that because I think a lot of times people give up on their life, give up on their goals because they're not accountable to themselves. The one person that it truly matters that you do not lie to. Secondly, with that, and I touched this before, but people just aren't ready to change. People just aren't ready to change, especially when you touch on New Year's resolutions and different things like that. There are phases to change. 1, pre-contemplation. 2, contemplation. 3, preparation. 4, action. 5, maintenance. I think people get too caught up in the fact that they are trying to jump ahead. You're trying to jump ahead. You're not setting clear enough goals. And it's in Atomic Habits. If you didn't think I was a reader before, in this little segment, I've referred to 3 or 4 books already that were just written down from notes. But many people think that they lack motivation. What they really lack is clarity. You're giving up on your goals because you're not clear enough about your goals. For example, what's the most common New Year's resolution? Fitness. You want to get in better shape. Well, don't set a goal like I want to get in better shape. Set a goal like in 6 months I will lose 10 pounds, or I will be at this weight by this date. Don't just say I will. And I've touched this so many times before, but so especially being in the fitness industry, having my own energy drinks, and different various products that if you're a diabetic person as well. Just want to touch that. But because I'm in this industry, I understand that, oftentimes fitness is people just wish they had better health. They don't actually set goals to have better health. Most people just wish they had better health. Like saying I want to be in better shape, that is a wish. That is not a goal. That is a wish. You are hoping that one day in this year you are going to be in better shape than what you are. That is what you are saying. It is not until you start going to the gym, lifting the weights, walking the steps, running the miles, that you start to realize how important clear goals are. If you're trying to get better, if you're trying to lose weight, it is important that you set calorie goals. It is important that you eat, that you have protein goals. It is important that you have different goals related to the thing that you want. So not setting clear enough goals is the reason why most people don't why most people give up on their goals. Because how easy is it to say I'm just not gonna go to the gym when you didn't inform to yourself that you were gonna lose 10 pounds. You just said I hope I'm in better shape.
Man.
Now, I'm not even close to being finished with that, but that's just that section on that. And honestly, I think one of the last points as to why people give up on their goals is you don't understand what's up to you and what's not up to you. You know,
Man, yeah.
what's up to you is your emotions, judgments, creativity, attitude, perspective, desires, decisions, determination.
Mm.
That's all up to you. What's not up to you is the weather, the economy, your circumstances, other people's emotions and judgments, trends, disasters, etc. There's a lot more that's not up to you, but so often you focus on what's not up to you than what is up to you. If there is no reason to give up on a health goal, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. There is no reason to give up on a health goal. With the fact that you can do in-home workouts and get what you want to get from your local grocery store, that will connect to whatever your goal is, whether it's to lose 10 pounds or whatever. There's no reason to give up on health goals. You can do in-home workouts. Push-ups and sit-ups do not require anything but a floor. And if you're in America, I guarantee you have access to a floor. You know, and then also, let me go ahead and touch this because we speak a lot about addictions, or we touch addictions and these different things. But let's be honest, the most harmful addiction in the world is thinking that you can change things that are simply not yours to change.
Mm.
Um, for example, you didn't get the job. That is not yours to change. What is yours to change, though, is readmitting a better resume, gaining more experience. That is up to you. But you not getting the job is not up to you. Um, and honestly, man, I think we just have an epidemic, in this country of people who give up.
Man,
Who are people who give up. And right
man,
there, I think I just touched enough that if you are on some sort of track this year to reach whatever goal you're trying to reach, whether it be fitness or just a better mind or a clear head,
mm,
I think I just gave you a great blueprint as to what you can do to help yourself attain the goal that you want to reach.
man. One, I just want to say, will the link be in the description for the access?
Yes, so it'll be the my website, of course, for the book, of course. Now that we're partnered with Amazon,
Mm.
the book, of course, our Instagrams or socials, not our socials, but our Instagrams, and our other platforms as well. We'll have links to all of that in the description. Um,
And can we add links to the other books, to the other ones?
I have to go through and change but yeah,
Yeah, I
we
think we
can.
added. Yeah, we can
Absolutely.
edit the description. Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if you see this and you look at some of our old episodes, there should be links to the books that we went over in those ones also. But I just want to say too, man, like I feel like Manny just did a wonderful job of detailing that out for y'all and giving you some key examples and reasons why it's really a pointless thing to be a quitter,
Yeah.
in life. And
Yeah.
it's okay to want to, face your obstacles, face your challenges, and face these things with a steel, what I'm saying, heart against these obstacles and against these challenges, right?
Yeah.
You just want to take them on. You don't have to bow down to life. You can make life bow down to you, and that's just the truth of the matter. And we're not just speaking on
Absolutely.
that like pure will, aggression, aggression, aggression.
Yeah.
It's like, no, man. Like it's just the fact of the matter. These things can be something very minuscule all the way, but because it's the minuscule stuff that if you let that stuff go, you're gonna let the big stuff go. So
Yeah.
you have to not just take care of the little things, but you gotta take care of the big things. Can't just take
Yeah.
care of the big things because if you're taking care of the big things and letting little things go, you're gonna find yourself at a crossroads, and you won't
Yeah.
have steps to fall back on, because there's just these big gaps in what you've been doing.
Yeah.
You got to take the little steps throughout the process. If you need funding, guess what? You got to take the steps to get there. But if you just want to go try to scam the government or something, yeah, you could probably do it, but we'll see where that gets you in life. Might look good for a minute, might look good for 2 minutes, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to come back to the actual facts that you have nothing to lean on. You have nothing to really rely on. You have nothing that it's going to garner you any help or respect. But I just want to say in like my closing remarks, though, I thank everybody. I thank everybody who's been tuning into us. I thank you for subscribing. I think before I started this, we're at like 135. So we're growing, and you guys are seeing it, and you guys are some of you are keeping up with it. We just continue to pray for more growth
In
and
2 months,
more amazing things. Yeah, man, just some more, just more and more and more. Because at the end of the day, right now, we're doing the main thing we talked about. We're taking that action.
we're
you
getting
know
it
Done.
done. Yeah.
Getting it done, as you can see on the sign right there. But it's just another beautiful day in the process. Like you said, man, obstacles come up every single day. Even in
Big facts.
even that's what I meant by like you face kind of all three stages on a minuscule level,
Yeah.
but you also have it on a large scale level.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, man, you just keep taking it. You just keep taking it. And you keep trucking. And but we're probably gonna wrap up. You got any closing remarks, Manny?
Man, no, man. I think you did a great job touching. Like I said, the links are in the description. So you can go to the links and get the book straight from Amazon. Um, and yeah, ultimately, man, I just want to say, like you said, thanks to everybody that's subscribing, tuning in, that's bettering their life. Because ultimately,
Straight
we're
up.
talking about getting your mind right, which leads to you getting your life right. And I mean, I already know, obviously, because we have had several conversations this week of people we want coming on. Don't want to touch
Yeah.
about that now, but it's like
Yeah.
there's a lot more in store for the rest of this year, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first season.
We're about to start interviews.
Yeah.
We're about to start doing interviews. We're gonna
No,
obviously.
no. It's to see, we 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 get things done. We're not gonna start trying to get interviews or start looking at
Did I
getting
say
interviews.
trying?
We got interviews booked,
Yeah, we do.
times booked.
Booked. And
So
we look forward to them. We're gonna
yeah,
start bringing more outside the box topics, not just talking books, and bringing on people that are killing it in their lane, people that
yeah,
are working it in their lane. And obviously it's not like the biggest well known this or that person, but there's individuals out here living everyday life like me and Manny, like you watching this, and they're just killing it in their lane. And that's what
yeah,
we should all be doing, attempting to do, is to kill it in our lane.
yeah,
Regardless of what
yeah,
that lane is, no matter what, if we're gonna keep showing up to do this podcast, we're gonna have to get sharper and sharper. And
yeah.
that's an objective of ours. We had discussions about that, you know, and I feel like we've grown so much just
Fact.
in our discussions when talking about that kind of stuff, about talking about what we're going to do, what we're trying to do, what we're
Yeah,
trying to build out with this, where we see this in 5 years and 5 months and 5 days.
yeah,
No matter what the case is, you want to be bringing the three levels that we learned in this book today. But
yeah.
I'll end it in some prayer.
Let's get it.
And everybody just have another wonderful day. I love you all. I just want to say, Lord, I thank you for another day. I thank you for bringing me and Manny here again, the Buffy Bros. And, we're just out here trying to be the best we can be. I pray over everybody that watches this today. I pray over anyone that gets to this very part right here, gets to see the ending of this, and gets to accept the prayers that we always give out at the end. I thank you that everybody that is watching and on top of us are being protected and guided by your hands. I thank you that everybody that's watching, including us, that we are always moving in our purpose. And I thank you that you've given us another day. I, I pray that all this comes under grace and perfect ways in Jesus' name. Amen.
And amen.